Hi there, Virgo. How are you? It's me, Anessa from Leader Bloom, and I'm back doing your May 2018 readings. So, how are you guys doing right now? As usual, this is going to be a relationship spread. It could apply with any who. It could be with your friends, with your family, with your colleagues, with your best friend, with your children, with your lovers, with your partners, anywho. I'm basically just going to pick up your relationship energy in general, okay? So, how are you guys doing right now? Yeah. Okay. I still need 2 more cards and then I'm ready. Nice. This is for the best. My reputation never been worse. So at the bottom, if you're like, you have the karma card. Oh my god, finally! Finally, honey, finally. Okay, so let's talk about your energy for the now, Virgo. So walking out of May 2018, you're finally decisive about something. Okay, let's talk about your energy for the now, Virgo. You have the Death card at the center, you have the Two of Wands, and you also have the High Priest. High Priest, okay? With this card, it talks to me as if like you are putting your distance. So you kind of like detaching yourself from the situation. You're kind of like creating a distance between you and that someone. And you try to see it in a black and white position, meaning that you kind of like wanted to see whether it's tolerable for me or whether it's not tolerable for me, because you felt like you've been hanged in here for quite some times now. It should have happened like a long time ago, this transformation, and it's still not happening now. But I think like you finally realizing that, like, I think it kind of is a little bit foolish for me to stay in this place for so long, knowing that I feel emotionally unfulfilled in here. Okay, so now you're kind of like addressing it, and I think like you guys are in a crossroad, whether you want to make another effort or you just want to leave. You guys are in a crossroad right now, okay? And then you guys are kind of like busy planning your life a little bit, like if I pursue this relationship again, or if I want to make this relationship work again, my life is going to be like this. If I don't, my life is going to be like this. So you guys are back in your planning mode again. Okay, and what I love about this is that, because I do notice, because I have a Virgo best friend, and my ex-husband was also a Virgo, so I know that every time you guys are faced with a problem, you tend to zoom in into the problem. You're unable to see the bigger picture. But right now, because it concerns your life, and you felt like, you know what, this is a stupid things that I've done. I've been hanged here for quite some times now, and it's time for me to change. So now you're kind of like detaching a little bit, like zooming out a little bit so you can see everything. And in here with the High Priestess here, it talks to me about as if like you guys are now finally listening to your intuition, because you feel like, you know what, there has been times where, red flags has been thrown at your face over and over again, but you're kind of like dismissing it. But now you guys like, hey, wait a minute, that's a red flag, I should have listened to that. So you're kind of like collecting all of those red flags together and try to see it in a bigger picture and try to add 1 + 1, 2 + 2 and everything, okay? So your overall energy for the now, you have the Four of Swords. So you still cannot stop thinking about it. Like, it still bothers your mind a lot, okay? And then you also have the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords is someone who is very, very demanding. Like, look here, this one right here. She's someone who is very, very demanding. She's someone who wants you to come to her. Like, here, come to me. And whenever you come to her, it's going to be faced by coldness. It's going to be faced by aloofness. They're a lot more detached. They're not very, very sensitive, and they're more rational. Okay, so you could be dealing with an air sign. You could be dealing with a Pisces. You could be dealing with a Scorpio. You could be dealing with a Cancer. You could be dealing with an earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, or you could be dealing with a fire sign. Okay, and you could also be dealing with a water sign too. Basically any sign. I don't know why I keep doing this. But anyway, you're dealing with this type of person, and this person kind of like comes in. So you actually have someone who comes to your life very, very strongly, and you kind of like reject them in some ways, because you like, this person come into you strongly, and then sometimes they bring conflict into you. They have the Five of Wands. So every time you have finally created a stability, like a stable ground for yourself or your life, they just come in and like boom, everything shattered again, and then you have to work it out again. Be very careful about, Virgo, I really have to tell you this because I see this in your card. Be very careful about people who comes to you as if like they need you to save them. This person always likes to to feel as if like they're always a victim of something. You can't help people, honey. I mean, you still have the tendency, even until now, you know, although you're creating quite a distance, but every time they come to you, like, you know, I need help, and you're ready to just go there and save them. No, don't be fooled. Okay, don't be fooled, because you're dealing with someone who is the Page of Wands in reverse. The Page of Wands itself in upright position for me is a player card. You know, with that being in reverse, it's worse than a player. It's someone who just say hi to every new adventure, who is non-committal, who has problem establishing long-term commitment, who is very, very stubborn. So he's a child. See, this person is still a child. This person is unevolved yet. Okay, unevolved yet, and they might evolve or they may not evolve. Okay, we still don't know about that, and would you be still willing to wait for them until they evolve? Because right now they're not ready for a long-term commitment. They're still unevolved yet, and every time you come to them and say like, you know what, this is my problem, like this is how I really feel, they're not willing to listen because they're very stubborn, and all they care about is their own self. This person is very disruptive into your life. Like it's up to you actually, you know. Is it okay for someone to just breaking and entering whenever they feel like it? Or is it not okay? You were trying to move to calmer waters in the past, but you still couldn't because emotionally wise is still here. Okay, emotionally wise is still here. You have the Queen of Pentacles in reverse too. Virgo, please don't get used. Please don't be used. Don't be used by people, especially when it comes to money, because it's either you're dealing with someone who is a very player or someone who is just here for you for their own benefit, and it could be for their financial benefit. The Queen of Pentacles is someone who betrays himself as a really good wife or husband material, who just kind of like show you how stable they are, how you can keep their words and blah blah blah, but you couldn't trust them. Please don't do that. And you know, you also have another person, like you're dealing like, who are you trying to save? Are you trying to save the world? I'm so blunt right now. My Sagittarius mouth is shining bright like a diamond. Who are you trying to save? Why are you trying to save these people? Like, they're supposed to be a relationship problem, but why you have so many people in your life that need saving? And then by the end of the day, at the end of the night, whenever you need their help, they're never there for you. Like, why are you doing this to yourself? Isn't it a time for you to help yourself? You're just a human being, honey. You're not a superhero, okay? I mean, it's up to you if you want to be known as a superhero anyway. But anyway, in the future, I see, even in the past, I think like there's someone here who comes into you very, very strongly, and then they were quite wishy-washy, and you kind of like untrusting towards them because I think like they've burned you in the past. Yeah, they've burned you in the past. I think like they're going to be burnt anyway. But in the future, you're going to get like a really, really beautiful offer that is going to get you a finally emotional healing that you need. You know, with the Page of Cups, I love this energy. Why? Because with the Page of Cups here, the Page of Cups is someone who is very, very brave, someone who is very, very unfuckwittable. Like, I keep using this word a long time, like the whole damn time. Unfuckwittable. So every wave of emotions, every wave of energy, whether it be good or bad, that hit you is not going to affect you because you're emotionally balanced again. Because in the future, you're going to be meeting someone who kind of like erupt that sparks in you again, who is willing to meet you eye to eye and is going to give you that kind of like emotional healing. So don't be too focused because you have the Moon card here. And it's not for this person who is bringing you joy and happiness and everything. The Moon card here is about you trying to trying to analyze your past person. If this is what you want from them, if this is what you want from them, if it's a commitment that you want from them, if it's a marriage or a mutual agreement that you want from them, it's time for you to kind of like let that hope go, honey. Seriously, it really does, because, you know, I don't know why you're holding on to it. You're holding on because of sweet memories of the past. It's just memories. People change, right? Or, you know, with the Six of Cups in reverse, sometimes it also talks about people who believes that, you know what, I think this relationship exists because they're my twin flame connections. You know, I used to have that too. Back in the days when I was dealing with an air sign, I think it was like 2 years ago. I really feel like this guy is my twin flame. He's the runner and I'm the chaser. But after that, a friend of mine who studies psychology gave me this really, really good book called The Human Magnet Syndrome: Why We Love People Who Hurt Us. And if you compare it side by side about the criteria, the definition, and all things about twin flame connections versus the narcissistic and codependent relationship, it's almost the same. It's identical. Okay? So it's up for you who to believe. Like, I'm not saying that I'm not a believer in twin flame connections, but it just made me realize that I was clinging on to a false twin of mine, and it was time for me to let go of. And now it really is the time for you to let go of, because whoever that's going to come into your future is going to give you that emotional healing back, and it's actually offering you something stable, something that you like. You guys want something stable, something tangible, something that, you know what, if this is the really how the relationship goes, we need to have a time plan. Like, maybe 6 months from now we do what, 1 year from now we do what. Like, you want something tangible, you want something that you can trust, something that the past person has failed to give you, right? In the future, it's going to come. This person is going to bring you something stable, is going to offer you something that you really, really want. And I don't think like you could appreciate this offer if you're still hung up on this past person who is toxic for you. Like, you don't need to do CIA investigation again, Virgo. You don't need to figure out like what went wrong, what if I did this, what if I did that. No, stop blaming yourself. I feel bad because I didn't help him or her because they needed my help. No, they're just playing the victim card. Stop. Seriously, stop. They're just playing the victim card, okay? They're just playing the victim card. With them, all you have to do is just do this. Whatever they say, whatever they come to you like, hi, and they're looking at you very, very prettily and like, hi, Virgo, I need help, come on, you still love me, right? No, close your heart chakra for them. With this new person who is going to offer you something stable, create something with them. They see the quality in you that the past person didn't see. Okay? They're willing to create with you. I think like you will feel as if like they have also a maternal or paternal quality in them that you want to breed or reproduce with them in some ways. This person is good, okay? The past person, just forget about it. It's going to hurt. It's going to hurt because I think like you've been hanging on for so long. I mean, Virgo have a problem with letting go of relationships, I know. People said that you guys are cold, you guys are closed off and everything, but I just know, whenever you guys let someone enter that layers of onion of yours, it's hard for you to let go of that person. So please let this person go so that you can appreciate the beauty and offer that is going to come through for you in the month of May, because it really is going to be something that you will really, really like. Okay, Virgo, so that's it for my reading for May. I really hope you guys enjoy it, and I'll see you guys in a few weeks. Bye-bye.